Today we're playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater with the Nintendo 64. I think Edge of Reality did the port just for the Nintendo. This was originally a PlayStation game that got ported to the Nintendo 64. I have the title character. How many skaters there are in total? But I mean, there's a decent one. Not as many as like the later games.
One thing I found, one of the bad things about Tony Hawk Pro Skater for Nintendo 64 is the intro is pretty long.
I mean, it seems to go on and on. I'm gonna start skipping it just to run a time crunch. You got like a lot of the classic guys from the later games start their thing here. I mean, like, who is this? Lisa Sieber never showed up. I don't think after this game. Maybe in 2. I don't know, but I don't think she was in 3. Alright, so we're our main menu. Start. Get a couple of modes: career, 2-player, single, free skate. What I don't like about this game though is the free skate is only accessible to the 1-player, but today we're gonna play 2-player. See, we got graffiti, trick attack, and horse. Probably start with graffiti. For rumble packs. Alright, let's see. You got your basic skaters, showing their skills, no information. I've been a Funky Classic fan, that's how I play as. Actually, I look through looks. How many do we have in total? We got Tony Hawk, Apprentice, yeah. You got 10 total, and I think there's always unlockables like in these games. We haven't taken the time to unlock any of them. I know in 2 you can play as Spider-Man because I guess Activision developed the Spider-Man game too. Your board selection. Let's see. You'll find those tapes, lock it throughout the game. And then we got, I think we start with 3 or 4. Yeah, 4 different, 5, sorry.
We don't start with mine. So.
I guess we start with a handful. Aaron apparently has unlocked a couple, but great soundtrack. Superman by Goldfinger. I guess the whole point of this game is you do tricks on ramps and they become yours. And have the most ramps. Have one, I guess. What I found difficult at first is you have to jump with the C buttons as opposed to just the usual A. There's a bit of a learning curve if you played the later games, but
Since I've been playing games for a while, and most of you maybe have been, it wasn't hard to pick up at all. It just takes a few minutes.
I guess the graphics are nothing special from the Nintendo 64. I mean, they're kind of the usual pixelated 64-bit kind of thing. Playing games and talking at the same time becomes difficult. Yeah. What's nice about this game though is like games like Graffiti and Horse kind of ended after the later games, so it's a nice little throwback. You know, to play something different besides just free skating. Although I kind of got manhandled in that game. Alright, get the scores. Get 4 tags, and it breaks it all down. But let's try. Quit, go to menu. In 2-player, let's try trick attack. So I think it breaks it down in like a minute or two. Just high score wins, it's pretty simple. Try. Let's do the School Miami. One of my favorite.
And one thing about this game, if you're thinking about buying it, you have to have a controller pack to save.
Yeah, that's when I play games classically. I never had the like classic Nintendo games, and they never really required a controller pack. I went back and bought this, and most of the games I have now require a controller pack, which I just think is odd to me. It's becoming more difficult to find now online. I got mine from a local store. I bought one online that didn't work at first, and then I just went to a local kind of like store and picked it up with a rumble pack. And it was a generic, but it seems to work alright, you know. Yeah, what did it breaks it down like 2 minutes to play?
Yeah.
So these games are all pretty short, basically, but nothing that lasts over, I think, a couple of minutes. I think I'm kind of losing again. I just struggle with the big tricks. I don't know what it is. I don't understand like the controls too well. I mean, this is just fun because like anybody can jump into a game like this. I mean, and it takes a little bit to get like good, but so I don't know about this, but I know in later games there's always the manual that I would use to bridge tricks. And I haven't figured out how to do this in this game yet. I don't know if it's even possible. I've been the king of button mashing ever since I started playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It's too much memorization. That and fighting games I always was terrible at, because it's just you have to memorize the combos and the... my fingers just aren't that quick. Give me like a story RPG and I can break that down. I mean, these courses are relatively small compared to the ones in the later games, but I mean, they're not small for this kind of generation of game. Let me get one last trick in. Oh, didn't end well. Yet again, I kind of got manhandled. To the last 2-player feature, we've got Force, which I guess is basically the classic basketball game where you match points. Let's see, I'll change it up. I would play as Tony Hawk. See what he's got. I think Tony's stats are probably easily the best in this game just because it's an easy game. Let's play. We get to choose what we play to, so we'll play to Force. It's a little bit fun because I mean you can type in any kind of dirty words you want to. Ow, I wasn't paying attention. It'd be an easy score to beat. I mean, this game kind of spawned a whole different group of things. Like, there was, I think, Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX was afterwards, maybe? And then there was Kelly Slater Pro Surfer. I think that's about it, but I mean, this was the first one that kind of opened it. Like, we had... This is like the advent of extreme sports. It's going to help popularize it. I think the X Games came along at the same time and whatnot. Remember, I had this for the Game Boy Color, and it was just a very rough game on the edges. I mean, it was all like shot from the top and stuff, and it was just didn't feel like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater game because I had played 2 before I played 1. Just for me, I tend to... see, I don't even think. I sit when we're playing Trick Attack, and I'll start something with like a kickflip, and then that's the end of it. Like, yeah, you have to go through the career mode where you've got all these different things where you can unlock. That's where all the unlocks come from. This career mode, you find the tapes or whatever. And I think it's just it sends you across to all the different courses and you get like objectives, isn't it?
Yeah, I played some of the career mode, and there's about 5 tapes on every level, and there's a variety of ways to get them. There's always like 2 high scores, a hidden tape, and then other stuff will just be random, like breaking signs or
Just little random objectives. What I always found nice, and because I'm awful at games like this, is they add the cheat code feature that makes my life just generally easier. So I look them up on the online and just unlock everything. Which I guess is cheating, but it makes it funner. For me at least, because I can't unlock anything, because I can't beat a single level. But yet I'm somehow winning horse.
But these types of games are always just fun to play with friends because they can pick it up real easily.
And the multiplayer is so easy. I mean, it splits it down. I don't know if this is only 2-player. I think it's only 2, but you know, and like I said, anybody can pick it up and play it. I got a letter for that one. Yeah, we're all tied up now. Ooh. I think this is definitely has a limited like library of tricks though. Supposed to be later games, it's kind of limited on what you can do. You have your basic grinds and your basic like kick flips and stuff, but I think the later games went definitely more into the absurd with what you could do. I don't think I could ever do a 900 on this game. I remember practicing and finally doing it on a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 for the Xbox.
Yeah, I've been trying to just trying to get big tricks, but I haven't been able to get like anything over 540 for just spinning around. I'm trying to find like the max air and everything, but
Ooh. It's all tied up again. Just gonna get the E. Ah! Yeah. So I basically just lost. Please, I will not be beating this score. Ah. Of course. I am a course. Alright guys, I mean we showed you basically every feature in the game. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out our later episodes and subscribe.